Hi, my name is J.J. Musgrove. I'm the Director of the Office of Cultural Affairs for the City of Columbia, and welcome to Arts Focus. Arts Focus is a monthly program that the City of Columbia's Office of Cultural Affairs and our good friends here at CAT TV help us produce in order for us to talk to representatives from various arts and culture organizations throughout our community and allow you a chance to get to know them. Now, the woman to my right here needs no introduction, but I have to do it because that's part of the program. This is Diana Moxon from the Columbia Art League. Diana, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for inviting me.
You have a fantastic arts festival that the Columbia Art League puts on, I believe our oldest one in our community.
I believe so.
And we have brought you here for you to tell us all about it. So what is going on with Art in the Park this year?
Art in the Park, well, it is coming right up. We are 4 weeks and change away from the 58th annual Art in the Park, which will be at Stevens Lake Park on June the 4th and June the 5th, so Saturday and Sunday. 58 years, we try and do something a little bit new and different every year. There's a core of it that's the same, so we have 110 artists who come here from across the country. Some are from Columbia, some are from Boone County, regional, mid-Missouri, regional, Midwest, and then the wider nation. So 110 artists. There are painters, sculptors, photographers, fiber artists, jewelers, glass artists, wood artists, art for your garden, all sorts of things. So there's really something for everybody. And we try and encourage people to have a mixture of prices. So, you know, if you want to buy a $2,000 painting, someone will sell you one. But if you only have $20 and you want to get something original, you can buy a print, or you can buy a pair of earrings or a coffee mug or something. So there really is something for everybody to buy. You can buy gifts for yourself, which is of course my favorite thing to do, or you can buy gifts for other people. It's a great chance for doing holiday shopping, birthday shopping. So that's the main focus of it, is this fine arts and fine craft festival, and it's a juried festival. So that means back in February, when we have all the applications, which is over about 260 for the 110 places, we bring in 6 jurors from around the state with a different specialty, different media specialty, and they review all of the images anonymously that are sent in, and they award points. And so those artists with the highest number of points are those that are invited to be part of the show. So as well as that, there are roving magicians, there's an acoustic music stage, there's the fabulous Emerging Artists Pavilion, where we feature work by high school artists done in Boone County, usually about 20 works in that area. There's the Stone Lion Puppet Theater from Kansas City doing 3 puppet shows a day, with the kids' art spot, so kids can get creative and go and make art. And then what is always really popular is the Young Collectors Tent or Pavilion. So if you're age 5 to 14, it costs $5 to go in. The artists in the festival all donate small art items, and then you get to, if you're a kid, you get to choose an artwork to start your own collection. And then we give you a map and we show you where your artist is, and you get to go and meet your artist, and that's really lovely. For the kids, it's like they're meeting rock stars, and for the artists, they all just say it's just really an endearing moment because the kids are so excited to meet them. So that's always really fun. And then new this year, I can keep on going.
Okay, go.
New this year.
It's fascinating. More. Tell me more.
are our 3 art installations.
Okay.
So we wanted to do art installations for a few years, and we put a call for entries out over the winter. And we have 3 artists. We have a local artist, Tom Stauder, who's doing a tensegrity tower. So it's wooden dowel rods strung together with wire up 20 feet. So from a distance, all you see are the dowels kind of floating in the air. That's going to be fun. And then we have Norleen Nosri, former Columbia journalist in St. Louis, and she is doing an interactive installation. It's kind of a big game board. So there'll be a game board sprayed on the grass, and she has 6-foot-high vinyl pieces and a 4-foot die, so you can move your big characters along and roll the die. So that's going to be fun. And then the Easily Distracted Art Collaborative are building an 8-foot Terra Butterdactyl fly. So it's like a metal kind of pterodactyl with butterfly wings.
Wow.
So lots of fun things to see.
That's fantastic. What's your, people say, you know, economic impact and things like that? You know, how many people attend to this usually? And how, you know, I know your artists come in from just all over the nation and maybe even internationally, but I mean, you know, who do you see people that are attending that other than local Columbians?
I think we get a good number of out-of-town visitors. I forget what the percentage is. It's something like 35% of people are from out of, in the immediate towns. That could mean they're from, you know, outside of the county, Jeff City or elsewhere in mid-Missouri. So I would say predominantly it's a mid-Missouri festival. I think it pulls from across mid-Missouri. We reckon about 12,000 people come through the festival over the course of the weekend.
Wow.
It is weather dependent, a little bit. You know, we are a rain or shine event, so if it's raining, we're still there. 2 years ago, it was a really rainy Saturday, but people still came out and came shopping because it's not like you're at Target or Walmart. There's one of everything. And so those people that are really keen art buyers, they get out on Saturday morning because they want to be the first people in there to do the shopping. Not that there isn't lots left on Sunday, so if you can't make it till Sunday, fear not, there's plenty there. But if you're really into the art buying, then people get there early. So yeah, rain or shine, we'll be there no matter what.
People sometimes want to sign up to be volunteers. I'm sure that you need 0 volunteers for something this small.
Right.
But tell people that would like to be involved in that, how do they get involved in it, and what would they do there, typically?
Well, we have around 200 volunteers to help us make it happen. There's a very easy sign up on the website, artintheparkcolumbia.org, and then go to the volunteer page and just fill out the information. You can booth sit, help the kids make art, help in the young collectors pavilion, help with parking, grounds crew. There's all sorts of things that you can do.
Okay.
And it's 2-hour minimum, and then if you want to do all weekend, knock yourself out. I'll see you for that
Yeah,
one.
exactly. I'll be there. So, parking. It's got so many people that are going to be there and everything. What is the best way to access that?
Boone Hospital Centre are very kind, let us use their parking facilities for the weekend. So they are, I think, talking I heard talk about closing off 63 to assist with people crossing the road from the parking facility. So probably don't come up 63, go around onto the road at the other end.
That other road, that's over there, yeah.
And enter the parking facility that way.
Okay.
Or walk or bicycle. There's always a lot of traffic, and so I know that it does get really busy. Even the parking lot gets full at certain points if it's a really nice day.
Okay, great. Anything we missed? Something that you want to tell us about, special about it, or anything like that?
Gosh, well, definitely come down and spend some money. Art in the Park is not a guarantee, because there are so many other art festivals on just in the Midwest on that same weekend in June. So we as a city, as a festival, are competing for artists from all across the country. And often, we lose out because we're not St. Louis or Kansas City or the biggest cities. And so no matter how well we treat the artists, at the end of the day, it is a pure economic thing for them. If they sit there all weekend and don't sell anything, they're not going to apply to the festival again. So it's really important to come out and just, even if you spend $20, do something.
Well, I think that's very important because you can't just spend $20 or $40 or whatever, and you can really make an impact.
Right.
I have a lot of people that talk to me about just all of our organizations. They say, I'm not quite sure how to donate or how much to donate. What is the best way that I can support them? And I always say the same thing: buy art, buy a ticket, go. So just be there and be present, but also contribute to what they're trying to do there. So good.
Right.
Well, this is wonderful, 58th year.
Yeah.
It's so exciting to have this festival within our midst. I think it's truly one of the best festivals that we have as Columbians. So thank you so
And
much
it's
for
free.
you
It doesn't
and you
cost
doing.
anything to come in. So.
Well, then that's even the best thing. So thank you so much. Appreciate you being
Thanks,
here.
JJ.
And thank you all so much. And we'll be back with our next segment here in a few minutes.
Hi, welcome back to Arts Focus. I'm Sarah Dresser, Program Specialist for the City's Office of Cultural Affairs. I'm joined with Cassie Dins, who is also a City of Columbia employee with Parks and Recreation, just kind of my Parks and Recreation counterpart, I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
Do a lot more events than I do. So year-round, Parks and Recreation does quite a bit of event planning and throwing, but spring and summer are kind of your peak months for all of that. You host a lot of events for all ages. So you're here to talk about some of those, especially kind of arts focus events that you have throughout the year. So why don't you start telling us a little bit about the Stevens Lake Park Amphitheater concert series that's getting ready to start this month.
Yeah, definitely. So the Stevens Lake Park Amphitheater concert series happens on the first Thursday of each month, May through September. We're actually going to be going on the second Thursday of the month in June. But we'll be kicking that off this Thursday with a kids-themed concert, which is a little different than what we normally do. We'll be doing Babalu, who is an acclaimed and amazing kids performer. He does buckets and drumsticks and toilet paper craziness, and then we'll have a magician with him. In June, like I said, the second Friday, we'll have the Symphony Society, sponsored by the Office of Cultural Affairs, which is always a great event. Kicks off their Hot Summer Nights series, and it's a lot of fun. July, we have the Community Band, August, we will have the third year of the BXR Unsigned Artist Showcase, which is really cool. They take applications and bring in local kind of, secrets, or
Right.
gems. And then in September, we usually try to bring in a local band. We haven't decided exactly who that's going to be yet,
Right.
but yeah, the first Thursday of every month except for June, Stevens Lake Amphitheater Concert Series, totally free to attend.
Right. And those usually start at 7 p.m.?
They do, yeah. They start at 7 p.m. each month. We will be starting at 6 in May just because it gets dark earlier and
Towards
it's
the
aimed towards the
kids, yeah.
kiddos. Yeah. And we're hoping to have some food trucks out at each of those too. So if
great.
people come early, we'll have some food and
Bring
some.
lawn chair or blankets.
Exactly, and
just
you're still
hang
welcome
out.
to bring a picnic, and if you don't want the food trucks, and
Great.
come hang out at the park and enjoy some
Great.
live music.
That sounds great. Tell us a little bit more, kind of going back to the kids, you also do Family Fun Fests every month.
Yeah, the Family Fun Fests are huge. They're growing so much. We moved them out to Cosmo Park last year. They just keep getting bigger and better. Each month has a different theme. Also May through September, the third Wednesday of each month from 6 to 8 p.m., free to attend, again, for families. So May's theme is Be Kind, Be Healthy. In June, we have Explore Outdoors. July is Fitness is Fun for Parks and Recreation Month. August is Around the World. And September is Creative Kids, sponsored by the Office of Cultural Affairs.
So I do kind of some events with you guys,
Yeah.
and we really enjoy participating, especially in that September one, a lot of the arts activities and arts performers, but all of the events throughout the summer feature a lot of kind of hands-on activities
Yeah,
and
they
performers.
do. Yeah, each month usually has, craft booths that have to do with the theme, so the kids will get to do some kind of hands-on activities with that. And then we have live performances, which can range from dance to music and cultural and all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's fun. And that's at Cosmo Park.
Yes.
A lot more space and parking than kind of downtown. So that's great for people to bring
Families.
their whole family and their friends as well. And you also have movies in the park
Yes.
every couple weeks.
Yeah,
Yours
that
was
one's
very
the
busy.
second Friday of each
Okay,
month,
great.
and actually it's making its debut at Cosmo Park this year. Last year we saw how great Cosmo was for families and parking. We love having events downtown, but Friday nights downtown for families are a little hectic, so we're moving that out to Cosmo Park.
Mm-hmm.
Going to add the food truck element in, and different family-friendly movie every month, May through September, second Friday of the month.
And this is all on your website as well. So
Yeah,
if
it
people don't have
is.
to remember all this,
Yes.
you can keep the whole schedule
Como.gov,
going.
and we have Facebook pages,
Great.
events up running for all of those so that people
Great.
can get their one-stop shop info.
It's kind of preview towards the end of the summer. You have a really big festival, the Heritage Festival and Craft Show in September. So why don't you give us it's a couple months out. You're probably still planning some of those
Yes.
elements, but give us a little preview about
We're
what's to come.
Definitely jumping into the throngs of planning. It's September 17th and 18th. I'm pretty sure off the top of my
That
head.
sounds
Third weekend in September, free to attend. Also, Nifong Park. That'll be the 39th year for the Heritage Festival. We have 3 stages, all of them featuring really amazing local and statewide, and even a couple from outside of the state. Bands, musicians, dancers, folk artists, storytellers, all sorts of traditional crafts, and we have a craft fair within the event as well. Local, or not local, but historical artisans showing their crafts that have been preserved for centuries, and it's so wonderful to watch someone, do blacksmithing or all these lost arts.
Right. Yeah. Great. And that's in Nifong Park, right next to the Boone County Historical Society. So
Yes,
it kind
we
of
work
is fitting
closely
that
with them.
you kind of tie into their mission as well.
Absolutely.
Any other, I know you have maybe a couple other events you want to talk about that happen in the summer. Any to preview for people?
Yeah, the other big arts focus that we would have is the 4th of July. We do have 2 stages that are set up for that. It's a little more of a rock and roll than more of the traditional arts that we have at Heritage Festival. But we do have live music on both of those stages and some kids' crafts on the 4th of July downtown as well.
That's
all of
downtown.
it's free.
Yeah, so that's the great thing that I think that I enjoy a part of my job, and you do as well, is that we get to put on these events for the community and see how they grow each year, and also support the local culture by bringing them in to participate as well. So it's really exciting for me to get to work with you and some of these events coming up, and they can all be found on the city website. Keep your calendar open for all the activities coming up this summer.
Yeah, something for every age and
Great.
every family, definitely.
Great. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today on Arts Focus.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Hi there, and welcome back to Arts Focus. This is our final segment. This is the segment where Sarah and I get to sit around and educate you on a few things that we think are topics of the moment, so to speak. The first thing that we'd like to let you know is that as of last night, due to the efforts of the Office of Cultural Affairs, we have a brand new official city flag. That was designed by John Scheltmeyer, and John is a Columbia native who was an undergraduate theater major at Mizzou, went away for a while, worked for many years in the entertainment industry, and then came back here recently. He's midway through his Master's of Arts Education at the University of Missouri, and designed a wonderful flag for us that went through a long process. We started this in the fall of 2014. And
city process, we're gonna.
We're just as fast as a snail. And we had 84 entries, everywhere from design firms to school children submitted entries. We did an online voting process to kind of whittle those down a little bit to a top 20. And then through the efforts of the Commission on Cultural Affairs as well as the City Council, we came up with a top 3 finally. And then we spent about 2.5 months both voting online, in person at the diversity celebration, and John's design won basically 2-1 as far as the voting goes. And we may have a picture of it. You'll see a picture of it everywhere you look for it, that's for sure.
So it should be on your screen.
Good, that's wonderful. The design features a kind of a crossroads effect where you have the city logo that's in the center of there, which represents Columbia geographically within our state. And then the blue squares represent the river and the creeks and lakes that we have that surround us here and that's within our community. And the green represents a wonderful kind of tie-in here to art in the park. Parks. There we go.
Parks are just a big theme.
Parks is a big theme today. But that it does talk about our trails, our parks here, really one of the main things that define us as a culture within our community. And we'll be moving forward as far as producing flags and different things for people to purchase and get them up and going all throughout our community. So it'll be very exciting.
Yeah,
so
stay tuned for more info on when we're officially raising the flag, as we get along there. So we're really excited for John to work with us as we go in the next phase.
I know. We've already received phone calls by people saying where to buy them. And,
I know.
That's kind of overwhelming us a little bit. We were just so happy we got approved, so that was good.
We'll move forward on that, so we're excited
that's great.
To be part of the Columbia identity going forward. So many different cities like Chicago and St. Louis, and they have their city flag that kind of become part of the branding of that city. So we're excited, I think, for this design to start to be incorporated into how people identify Columbia as well.
Oh, and completely. Yeah,
right.
Very much so. What else do we have?
Well, a couple of months ago, Madeleine Lemieux, an artist here, who's also the director of Resident Arts, she submitted a design proposal along with several other artists for the next Traffic Box art project, and her design was selected by our Standing Committee on Public Art, and she's currently working on that traffic box on the corner of 10th Street and Walnut in the North Village Arts District. And you should probably have a photo of the in-progress design. She's just started working on it this week in early May, so I expect through the end of May you'll see more and more added to that traffic box design. And part of the reason that the committee liked this design was the location of the box is right on the edge of the North Village Arts District. And her design really had a lot of different interactive elements, and it was really layered. You kind of were constantly finding new images, kind of secretly hiding in the design. So it has everything from all the arts that are going on in the North Village, but then there's food from Root Cellar, there's dance, there's yoga studios. So there's really all the activities kind of summed up in her design. So she'll be working on that over the course of this month in May. So if people are out and about downtown, I just want to let them know to keep an eye out, just to kind of see the work in progress, because it's really fun to, I think, see the art as it's going up, especially in the public realm, rather than her just unveiling the final work. So it'll be kind of a community experience too, as you're walking by that part of downtown.
It's really nice to see the whole creation happening, and she does a wonderful job taking a lot of pictures and
Right.
putting it and tagging us. And so if you really go to our Facebook page or our website,
We'll be
you'll be able to.
sharing those too.
It's great. It's just really wonderful to see the entire process from just ugly traffic box to it being primed to then the drawing and then to the painting right now. It's
And
really nice.
she's painting it. The last couple years, some of the artists have done vinyl wrap, which is great because sometimes just the nature of their artwork requires that it go on with the vinyl wraps, but then we don't get the opportunity to see them working on that design. So really excited that Madeline's able to be out there and paint the box, and we're really going to see kind of that public art going up. And I also know, just from talking to her and talking to some other people in North Village, that they're looking to, within the footprint of the North Village and some of those different businesses, put up some other little murals here and there, and maybe some unexpected places. So I would just say, keep an eye out as you're around that area to, you might turn a corner and see something new that you hadn't before. So I know that there are plans to kind of put art on little walls and crevices and places within the businesses in that North Village. So
Good.
keep your eye out.
Secret art.
Secret art, yeah, which is always fun to have those little surprises
Right.
around town.
Stealth art. I like that too.
Guerrilla art.
First Fridays, we've got that
Right.
coming up this particular Friday.
Right, May 6th.
That's right.
Are we in May? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we are. And yeah, kind of leading into that, First Fridays, I think they're really trying, especially now with the warmer weather, a lot of kind of activities and other art happenings outdoors, not just in the galleries. As people walk from place to place, I'm sure they'll encounter music and maybe some live demonstrations. And maybe as some of these new public art projects are going up, you'll kind of discover them along the way as you're going from gallery to gallery, say from Ort Street up to Artlandish. So the first Friday of every month, downtown North Village, all the galleries will be open. And go to their website. They usually have a list of kind of maybe some of the special openings or special events that are happening each month as well.
That's great. And this is really a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of the entire downtown area as
Right.
well. And to see all the different restaurants that are open, the different places that are not located in North Village as well. But just really it's just kind of it's a growing event that has been embraced by the community, and it's just really exciting to see how many people are involved in it, which is really cool.
Right.
So
We call it, now that I guess kind of the campuses are letting out for the summer, I call it VIP Columbia, because you can kind of get a parking spot anywhere. And don't be scared of downtown. Like, it's a little less kind of at capacity. So
Right.
that's, always a really great time to kind of maybe go out to some restaurant you haven't been to in a while, or go to the gallery and kind of have the whole downtown at your disposal. So it's kind of one of my favorite times of year is when I reclaim the city. Just kidding. We
It's
love
mine.
students. We love them.
yes, but less congestion can be really wonderful.
And so,
yeah.
kind of maybe takes a barrier down for people who might be hesitant to come
Right.
and enjoy
Right.
kind of all the city has to offer, for
Right.
sure.
We probably have a minute left or so.
Right.
The AutoCast app, just a
Right.
reminder to them as far as where
Yeah.
they would go and what it is, just real
Yeah,
quick.
so as we're, it's summertime, we have a lot of outdoor public art, and I think, it's kind of that go out, enjoy parks, enjoy art. So especially with the AutoCast mobile app, we have all of our city collection of public art available, so people can view it on their mobile device, whether it be an Android or iPhone. It's a free application, and each piece of public art on the app has not only a photo and written description, but also an audio component. And that includes kind of a little bit more, maybe an audio piece from the artist describing their process, or someone who is well acquainted with that particular piece of art, talking about a little bit more in depth than you would get from just seeing it or reading a brief summary of it. And there's also a kind of map component. So within the app, you can easily get from place to place if you're walking or driving. So we're really happy to be working with AutoCast, who also has a lot of other tours across the country. So if you're download the free app, You can also use it if you're in different cities like Boston or Walnut Creek, California. There's constantly being new cities added to that list of tours, but we're happy that Columbia is on there, and people can kind of know a little bit more about our public art and use that tour.
Great. And it's AutoCast, it's OTOCAST.
Right.
So
Yeah.
a lot of times people say AU, like auto or something like that. So,
Auto.
well, good. That's a lot of good things
Yeah,
that are going
thank
on
you.
right now.
Excited.
And I believe that we are done for this
Out of time.
particular segment. So my name is JJ with the Office of Cultural Affairs.
I'm Sarah. Also.
And we'll see you all later. Thanks for joining us.